It was about midnight in D.C., and I remember taking President Clinton to the elevator that goes up into the residence, and kind of put him to bed a little bit, and went to my bedroom, which was downstairs in the East Wing, and my phone rang, and it was the Air Force One chief pilot, a good friend of mine, Colonel Mark Donnelly. He said, "Buzz, we have a problem." And I said, "Oh, what's the problem?" He goes, "Well, on our way back from Europe tonight, President Clinton cornered one of my female flight attendants, which are also all Air Force, by the way, cornered one of my flight attendants in a galley, and I said, he said, all she wants, and she's sitting in front of me, is an apology from President Clinton." So as Josh is a young major, I had to walk down to the Oval Office the next morning at about 6:30 a.m. and confront President Clinton and tell him that I'd been called by the Air Force One pilot who works for President Clinton, as does the Air Force One crew, and say that he needed to apologize to this young lady that he had accosted on Air Force One. That was the hardest single moment in my lifetime, was having to walk down to the Oval Office and tell the president and commander-in-chief in the United States that he had a woman and needed to apologize to her. You're dismissed. And I thought, oh man, this is the guy. So that's when I talk about no moral fiber, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. He thought he could get away with it, and he did yet again.